2.
I'm gonna cut this mug off.
Okay. Don't do anything yet. We'll just pause.
Yeah. What's the drink called?
Michigander.
It's a full house in here tonight, boy.
It's called Michigander.
I'm just boosting this thing, making sure this
So,
is set.
just want to give an introduction. This is a great week that we got going. We're going to film our second episode, or it was the second season,
Second season.
On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. So I'm fired up. Are you fired up about it?
I am fired up.
Huh?
I'm happy.
You happy?
Yes.
Only thing, I'm a little bit sad because of the fact that we had a person that was going to be on our show with no arms, no legs, and I was like all fired up. I mean, her
Okay.
story was phenomenal, and dude, she's not going to be able to make it.
I can replace.
But we got some quality people. We got some NFL experience that comes right there,
How do I mute your thing right there?
like this here.
Okay, thank you.
Right there. And so that's going on. LaWanda, welcome. Welcome everyone out there. You know the techie, she's doing her thing, and I'm just sitting here trying to figure out how to do the thing in case one day
You have to do the thing.
and, I'll be calling on someone else to help me.
Okay, so I think we're good. Yes, we
Yes.
are good.
So
We are good.
welcome to She Say, He Say.
Yes. And I'm Shuntai Johnell, licensed professional counselor, media contributor. I'm the co-host of the wonderful awesomeness, Mr. Johnell Allen Bay. You've been busy this week. Good morning, America.
Yeah.
Good morning, America, y'all. He was on Good Morning America. And who's trying to
No,
call?
Flint was
Yeah,
on
that's-
Good Morning America. Listen, y'all know how I am. It's about this beautiful city, Genesee County. We want to make the world know that the greatest talent in the world, the greatest place in the world, the origin of the industrial factory is here. Even, you know what? People don't know this here.
Oh,
The middle class started in Flint.
okay.
The middle class, what we know existed today, started in a little town called Flint, Michigan.
You are a bit of a historian. too.
Well, this is my town. This is my town. Grandpa come here in 1940.
Yeah.
Tractor.
So yeah, you were highlighted, as well as Flint was highlighted on Good Morning America because you were doing something special.
Yeah, well, what we did was we were able to make sure that the Genesee County Jail has been disfranchised for the last almost 30 years. And we were doing all the work getting people registered, but every time I go, people are like, listen, I ain't getting no absentee votes. We ain't getting a chance when it's time to show. We don't get a chance to be counted.
Right.
And I said, well, look, we got to do something. And I assembled a team. You know, I assembled a team of people who weren't concerned about COVID-19, but human lives and human rights. And that was important to us. So I had a beautiful team with Alvon Lathan. He joined the team. And I had Percy
And him and his
Glover.
lovely wife are in the audience.
Yeah, Percy Glover. And we just went countless. And, you know, Sheriff
Let me just hook up. Let me fix
Chris
your jacket
Swanson.
here because I don't like the way it's coming across on that screen.
Yeah.
We might have to just yeah. There you go. There you go.
And
Got it.
we had people that, it's one thing that all my life, if you say I can't, I don't believe that. So I'm just crazy about that. And so I do, when they said it can't be done, that I said, yeah, okay, we'll do it. You know, that's
All right.
our approach to it. And I thank the support of the citizens of Flint. You know, how they supported us, you know, and my friends and my family and people. I can call on people in Pontiac. I can call on people in Detroit, Kalamazoo, and they coming. You know, they come to support the cause. And I wanted Flint to be known for something more than just a water crisis. You know, I wanted to be known for what we are, the fabric of what we are in this city here. And so that's what's important to me.
All
So
right.
thank you.
Yes, wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So big week. A lot of things going on. We had a lot of topics this week.
We do.
But before we go to our topics, there's a couple of things I want to make sure we do.
Okay.
So, we have Melanie Bree,
Hey.
Shalicia, LaShonda online right now.
Hello,
This
everybody.
is the point where
Hello.
we want to make sure that you share with your
The
family
bishop
and
is
friends
watching.
that we're on air. All
Now,
right.
Bishop, I don't know now. This grown folks now. You know, I may drop an F-bomb here now. As long as you're praying for me, I'm going to be all right.
Yes, just prayers.
Yeah. Okay.
So share with your family and friends that we are online right now, so that
I'm
we
waiting
can
on our Chicago
increase-
followers to come on in. I don't know where they
Yes.
are. My Atlanta followers. I need Grand Rapids. Where's she at? Get on in there, Grand Rapids. We need all y'all to come on in now.
Yes.
Yes.
So yours is moving. Yeah, you got the bishop.
Yes.
And Abu.
He's laughing out loud.
Yes.
He knows.
All right. So what's in your glass?
Okay.
What are you drinking tonight?
Well,
What
guess
did
what
you
we
make?
drink?
Mixologist.
It's called a Michigander.
The Michigander.
Everything here, we got the apples from Genesee County, right? We got the cider from Genesee County, and even though I bought the liquor in Genesee County, they ain't make it here, but I did pay the tax up the street and pay for it. So yeah, so this is made with apples, of course, and cider, and it has
What's the
a rum in there. It has a spice rum, and it has a apple crown.
Wow. Okay.
And so you shake it a little bit, and you stir it, and you allow it to sit before you put the apples on it, and then you hit it with the ice. And
You got yourself something.
taste it, and then
I
see
mean,
how
I
it
just
tastes.
tasted it. It's delicious. You
You
can't
like
tell
it?
that it's rum in
Right.
there, and also the crown is too.
Well, this is something that
It'll
you
hit
sip
you.
on
It'll
and you
sneak up on
drink,
you.
and then before you know it, you're like, okay, you think we should get married? I mean, you know, so it's one of those type of drinks that speaks up on you. And if you're married, you're like, you think we should take it to the next level? Let's get married again. So that's to do it. Yeah. So
Yeah, so for those of you who are tasting this
Hey,
Michigander in our audience, what do you think?
thank
Great
you.
job.
I'm honored.
I have a question. What was the name of my special drink?
Okay, so for the virgin drink, good thing you said that. Dad's watching. So for the virgin drink, we mixed a lemon papaya with apple cider.
Okay.
Stirred it and dropped the ice. And how's that taste?
That's on point.
Thank
And
you.
that's just for me, all you Michigander drinkers.
It's still it's called a virgin Michigander. So we got a virgin drink because we always got to do that. And my dad, he's like, well, boy, what you make for us? You know, we don't drink that. What you drinking that? And so that's what we got going.
It's funny because me and
Hey,
a couple
Pam.
of my colleagues are going on this fitness health challenge. And one of the trainer said that we have to take away some things.
Right.
I really feel like if I have to take away a side dish, I can do that just to have this. So I'm taking away some bread. Yeah, so I'm not eating any bread. Yeah.
Well, listen,
I
I
cut
am
calories right
ecstatic
there.
because I'm going to make
Sorry,
sure
Patty.
that she doesn't
See you
miss
tomorrow.
any days. That's my job. Get up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Okay.
So if you're new to the show,
Yeah.
we have a lot of topics. Right? You
Yeah.
thought I was going to say questions. Topics.
No, I didn't.
And then topics and questions too.
Okay.
So what we can do is I'll pose the question or topic. We'll talk about it. We'll discuss it. We'll have our audience members share in on it,
Yeah.
and you can share in by typing in your response.
Absolutely.
Does that sound okay?
Listen, I love
Hey,
it.
Pam. All right. Well,
So
I
let's
didn't
do
say, I
it.
didn't say hi to her.
Okay.
You said hi to
Well,
Pam.
okay then.
Hi, Pam.
That's why the show is called
Yeah.
She Say, He Say. She say always got to say it.
Yes. Okay, so first question. It's a
Okay.
question.
It's a question. It is a question involved here.
Who starts more arguments, men or women?
What do you say? I want to hear
Hold on,
from your
let's
perspective
hear
first.
from the
Okay,
audience
yeah.
first.
Okay, hold on. What do you say?
I say men do it subconsciously to try to invoke a response from us.
So our audience member says men do it unconsciously to try to evoke a response. Okay. And Mondo, what do you say? Oh, you can say Mondo because you know he gave us permission.
Always want to start an argument. You can't even come in the house. Good. So you know, women always got to do something. Always got to do something.
Me personally, I would say that women started, but we do provoke. We provoke as men.
Okay. Yes.
And the reason I say that is because of the fact that if you know that your woman don't like you to come in at a certain time, then you need to be in before that time because you know it's going to start an argument.
But hold on. We naturally do not start it. We just ask questions.
No,
We ask a question, and that's not evoking an argument. It's like,
I didn't say that. I said that men, let me clarify, because I know you got the cheerleaders, you ready to go. I need you to calm down for a minute and listen to exactly, I admitted that men provoke the argument. And then the women set it off. Because the question that you will ask, you know an answer to. In some form or fashion, you already got an answer to it. But you trying to condemn the man by having him speak on it. And if he tells a little bit of structured lie, he out of there. So
how can you condemn
it's
someone
a question
that lies?
No, because it's a question that's loaded.
It's a loaded question.
You're like, well, where you been?
Do you know what time it is?
Rapid fire.
So now, as a man, I got to figure out, well, where in the hell am I been? Because
no, I was there.
No, it's beyond that. Sometimes you forget you stopped for a minute somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, I stopped over here and bought a few drinks for the guys. You know, I came in the bar, but I got on out the bar. I didn't do anything wrong, but I forgot I stopped. She already know that you've been.
Exactly, that's what the woman
Because
is
we
gonna
don't
say.
think, listen, because
You
listen.
have short term.
No, it ain't
or
short term.
amnesia
It ain't short
that
term.
only
It's only, this is how we are. If it doesn't ring high on the radar, guess what? I forget. But if it's important, I'm going to be on point. I'm like, yeah, that's where I stopped.
We all know that we do not start arguments. We just ask questions. And if they forget, well, you know,
You're in trouble.
There was some shame on you. And then World War I starts.
But y'all don't want to listen to the truth.
What?
Uh-oh.
Sugar Bear? You came over here, Sugar Bear. You came over here, Sugar Bear. Oh,
If I say like he said, we stop at the club, do this, do that. He come and tell you he did this.
No. The problem is that they forgot to tell you that that's what it was.
Right, because the fact that what happens is you can just all of a sudden stop at, like for instance, I got one. I stopped at Fouch's one day. I ran in because I seen a friend of mine's truck out there, so I ran into Fouch's. And hey, I seen a few more friends. I said, hey, well, drinks on me. You know, so I paid for the drinks. But in the process, I got so excited, I left my phone in the truck. Because I'm excited. So I get a phone call. I don't answer the phone. Now, if you don't answer the phone, that means that, hey, there could be a problem. Because you ain't answer the phone when I call. And now I get to the truck, I'm like, oh my God. An hour later, after a few drinks, I'm going back and get myself in order. Oh, I missed call. So now you try to make the call. Now, it shows you exactly the pulse of this here. Because you know it's going to be an argument because she sent you to the... Right.
get abducted.
Listen, she didn't sit there. She didn't hit decline on that phone.
And y'all know
And
my
now-
favorite thing is what the fuck? What?
Right.
What?
And now, what the fuck? You can't answer the
You
phone.
can answer the phone now. The phone is always, on your side, and now all of a sudden you
Hold
forgot
on.
the phone.
See, Yolanda thinks that I'm telling you the real.
Hold on, that's your cousin. She
Right.
said,
She's no, cuz stop with the bullshit.
She said-
I'm telling you it's real. That's how we lose. She said stop with the bullshit, cuz. But listen, that's how and that's exactly how we
hold
get
on,
the
and your
deal.
cousin said, as far as the questions,
She's a
Yolanda
woman.
said we know the answer. That's why the fuck we asked the question in the first place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
See what I'm
That
saying?
ain't
So
always-
see how this is festering? The guy's festering.
And Rachel said,
Hold on.
Sugar Bear been starting shit all weekend.
I'm serious.
Something simple that I heard earlier was the memory thing, right? You said, I don't remember. And it doesn't even have to be something like that. I'm just gonna go to yesterday,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So yesterday,
Yeah.
somebody had to dry and wash the towels and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
That would be him.
Well, yeah.
So, with that, see that? So, I already knew the answer to the question when I said, why are these towels still kind of moist? You didn't dry them all the way? So he acted like he didn't hear me. So,
Smart tactic.
right?
Smart
And y'all
tactic.
do that a lot.
Huh?
They
So
can't
I
hear.
asked again, and I said, did you dry the towels all the way? Well, they seemed dry when I had put them in, but what had happened was, then my leg was hurting, and then I couldn't go down the stairs and dry them. And it was like 3 more excuses, but I knew the answer already. You just didn't dry them. Just say, babe, I didn't dry them. Could you go downstairs and dry them?
Uh-huh.
Problem solved. So that's why I said a lot of times, y'all invoke us to do some things. Because I done asked you 2 or 3 times. Now I'm pissed because now
Yes.
these songs got to
Hey,
be
Cal.
That's all I'm saying.
Why you could just throw them in the washing machine, wash them, and
No,
leave
no,
them alone?
no, no.
So we just had an audience member. We just had an audience member tune in. She said, first of all, who leaves their phone in the car without going to get it?
Men, we do. Because the fact that we get caught up on something, we get excited. Don't you get
They
excited
leave
too?
phones at home.
Hold on.
I'm gonna say this here. I have left the house and left my phone on my chair.
Uh-huh.
And once I realized, because when I first get in my truck tell me whether or not my phone is with me. But I'm
True.
not paying attention.
Right.
Because the truck is so close to the house, it's
It's
picking
telling
it
you
up.
it's in there.
So I pull off. If I'm, a mile, 2 miles away from the house, I'm not coming back to the house to get my phone. And sure enough, she calling my phone.
Yeah.
They always
My phone
call
sitting
when
right
that
there.
phone
I think it's
is not
okay
on
if it's
you.
a short trip, but if you're gonna be gone all day, you gotta go back and get your phone. Go back and get your phone.
I think it's a correlation
Or call
between
from somebody
phones and
else's
women.
phone.
No, seriously. I think there's some kind of connection. I think when they invented these phones, somehow they're connected to women, and they know to call when you ain't got it.
That's why we need to
Never
go back to
fails.
beepers.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one because we got a lot to cover.
Okay.
All right, so our next one is who starts? No, we did that.
Yes. Yeah, we don't want that one no
It's
more.
not the drink. No, it's not the drink.
It's not the drink.
What were you the first to do in your family? We had a lot of firsts that happened
Yeah.
just recently. Okay? So what were you the first to do in your family? In my family, I was the first to get a master's degree.
Well, can
Yeah. And I was first to have the grandchild, the first grandchild. Yeah.
well, man, oh
The
man.
first to get pregnant. First to get that degree too.
You do a lot of verses.
A lot of firsts.
You're the first I chose that night.
Yes. What were you the first to do in your family?
Be born.
Okay, all right. Mark She got you.
Yeah, so, and everything else has been a first, you know.
Okay.
But I've never want to be the first without bringing somebody else.
Okay.
So that's important.
All right. What was y'all the first to do in your family? Audience members. What were you the first to do?
I was the first to get a degree.
All right. Steve, what you first to do? Okay, have a poem published. Give it to us, April.
First to have grandkids.
Okay.
First to have grandkids.
But you know what I thought you was gonna say? The first to put up with Steve.
I was first in my family, first to have a grandbaby. Yeah,
That's cool.
So a lot of firsts to have grandchildren.
Me, I'm the first to become almost author.
Okay.
Almost all. You are an author. That's right. You wrote already. That's it. You already did the right, Miss Rubin.
I was the first to go to college on scholarships.
Okay, then. Look at you. Now I know what you was the first.
What?
You the first to your child, your mama got baptized.
Was I?
Oh.
No.
She's like,
First,
no.
Alana.
Collegiate bowler. I was the first.
Ah, a beast.
She's a beast at bowling.
Oh man, she is.
You on my team.
Okay.
Yeah, she on the
Yeah.
and mine too. Only way you ain't on mine if I can get John. I know y'all will be.
Reggie, what were you the first to do in your family?
Have daughters.
Okay.
I thought you was the first to actually. That was a person that had Hugh to graduate from Grand Blanc, but you didn't.
No, we had a few.
A few before you.
All right.
Me and him go back to Grand Blanc.
It was very slim, but anyway.
I was the first in my family to do two things that I know of, and that would be to have multiple degrees, that's three,
Yes.
and then also to play 3 sports in school.
Okay.
Look at that.
A lot of firsts. What was y'all
Was
first?
you a hooper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Track and softball.
Okay. We got you a championship in '85 in.
Yeah.
2.
I don't. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wildcat.
So
I know she was a
as-
Wildcat. No, she went to
As
She was
we're,
a
as
Wildcat.
we're going around and we're asking about the first, I just want to say on the online, Rachel said for Christmas you need an Apple Watch so there's no calls missed. And then your cousin said you looking rather nervous. All right.
Hold on. Let me address that now. Now, hold on now. There's a lot of things in life I may be, but I'm never nervous about nothing. When you've been to hell, you know how to walk on earth. So I'm good. Don't never take
You're
that.
first, sir.
I would say I was the first to
Hey, D Slug.
give
Doug.
back to the community
Dr.
as
Riley.
far as with my program that I started down at the county jail
Okay,
Okay.
then.
13 years ago.
Wow.
So I would say I was
It's got a
the
mentor
first to
program.
go back into the jails and do some things because, you know, all the other times I was almost the first to go to prison, I believe.
All right. We'll talk about that.
Uh-oh.
Mondo, I know you got a lot of firsts.
Just give us two.
Yeah, two.
Yeah.
First one to graduate my household, first one to go to jail. Hey,
That just
first one. That's two. I keep going now. That's two.
The first one to put on 200 pounds in 1 year, no one's ever did that before.
Oh wow.
My
You
man.
gonna- You gonna hit me with that punch on?
I love it. Show me how to put it on, baby.
In the gallery there, was there any first?
She was the first to go to college.
The first to go to college?
Yeah,
He's the
well,
first
Yeah, you was the
born.
firstborn.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got like this.
And we're Major. He the first one to have a baby in the house.
Right. He the first one to get a
Give her your
grandchild.
grandchild.
Yes.
See, y'all got it going on.
It's a lot of firsts here.
Hello, Dr. Riley.
And what
Can't
they
help
make
it,
first?
mine.
Cupcakes.
Lola, Lola.
Okay, so here's our next one, okay?
Topic, yeah.
My girl spends all of her time away from home, either working or hanging out with her friends. Now it's having a negative influence on your children, on our children. What is your advice? Are you looking at, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay, so
Please,
you really want to
please
know
do.
what I think?
Yeah.
I think that she doesn't like being at home with you. And I think that you may be talking negatively to the kids because she's not at home. So now they're acting out.
Okay.
Wow, that's deep there.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Or it could be that she's set an example for her children to be a more out than in, and they've made up decisions that, you know what, if my mother is setting this example, then, you know what I'm saying, this is what I need to do. So maybe that's working. Maybe he's a type of person that he's staying at home, and he's decided that, you know, we need to both be co-parenting. I shouldn't be one-sided. It should be equal opportunity, you know, because a lot of times if the woman's stuck at home, she complained that, hey, he ain't spending enough time with the children. And so here's a young man that's spending lots of time with his children, but he'd like to have some co-parenting there.
Yeah, but I like to know
I would
more.
like to know how old are the children, first of all?
That is a key. That missing information.
Well, they had, one of them's 13. One was a 13-year-old daughter. So she was a daughter.
Okay.
And so that, I think that's,
I think somebody's
13.
talking negatively.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because even when the mom is at home with the children more and the dad is out, if she's not talking negatively, there may not be any issues.
Yeah, it's not any good.
So now you're flipping a switch, and now there's issues because somebody may be running their mouth.
It could be, but
Because
we
she's
live
not
in
home.
a communication age. So children are exposed to a lot of things that they've never been exposed to a lot. And I always say that in order to have effective children, you have to have effective parents. You know, we can teach the children all day, but if the parents ain't being taught, right, you're gonna have a problem because ain't no child gonna lead me.
And there's an
So,
assumption that something's
that's
not being
real.
taught, but we don't know. We need more information.
Yeah, because in it, he just said 13-year-old daughter, and that she spends most of her time in bars.
Because he could
And
be at
working.
home talking to the daughter about the mom at the bars all the time,
Yeah.
so.
So
Yeah,
if
that's what
she's
she
working, what are you doing? Are you at home without a job, and you just, what are you doing? What is he doing?
He works in Chrysler.
So
said
he
works
is
his
working.
10
So both
hours.
of them are working in their way.
Right. Except
then on her
his
free
hours
time
are different, is what he said. He's
okay.
home during the day.
She cheap.
That's tough.
I don't think so. I'm not going to throw that on her. I'm not going to throw that she's a cheater. We can't automatically assume certain things. That wasn't put in there. But we're going to say what Diesel says. He's at home with the kids because he's not working, and she is. No, he has a job. He works 4 10s on he said a B shift.
I think you should have got more information than what you got from the
I just,
question.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
B
just-
shift is
What is a B shift?
B shift is Tuesday night through Friday night.
Okay. Okay. So that's what he's doing. He's doing 4 10s.
So apparently someone is at home with the children at some point, because if he's working, then who's at home?
Right.
But he's probably talking about her going.
Or probably the 13-year-old is
Yeah,
probably taking care
he
of
may
business.
be upset because she's out on the
Yeah,
weekend.
that could be it. Or the 13-year-old could be taking care of the business.
But he said children, not child.
No, but I'm saying, but whoever, the 13 is kind of big. When I was 13, I was head of the house. 13.
He was a big
Right, you
13-year-old.
could tell me,
You're a big 13-year-old. If I show y'all this
I
picture,
knew what to do at 13. You know what I'm saying?
he had long
The
legs.
house was clean. I was ready.
Okay, now, I'm just speaking from my own childhood.
Yes, please do.
When my mom used to, and she didn't work a lot, and my dad didn't want her to,
Yeah,
okay? So her release was going out sometimes with her friends.
right.
But because my dad worked at GM, we
Yes.
would have family meetings at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm 6 years old, have no idea, like, I don't care that she where? Like, so we would have these family meetings about
Right.
should our mom be at home with us, and I'm like, I'm asleep,
Right, right.
Right.
But now that I'm older, I did get what my dad was saying. Like, no matter who's working and who's doing what, as you stated, Shuntai, you hit the nail on the head. I believe from my childhood, when you don't enjoy being at home, then you hang out more, because if the home place was more enjoyable,
Right.
some of those times she would be out with him. She would include him like we do and what we do, and get a sitter for the kids or what have you if they need a sitter. But she would spend more time with him, and so maybe something else is going on under there for her to want to be more with her friends. And
Yes.
not saying about cheating, because my mom wasn't cheating.
No.
But it was just hanging out with her friends to get away from my husband for one reason or another. So
Right.
they need some counseling.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
because when
Definitely.
people stay away from home, there's a problem.
That's right.
There's a problem.
That's right.
When you avoid going home,
Mm-hmm.
there's always something at the center of it.
Well, I like coming home, but I work so much. Oh man.
But you still come home.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
When people don't come
It's
home,
not
that's
just
not.
like that when you're struggling. You don't just avoid coming home.
And Rachel Ray says if she ain't happy, she should leave.
Don't allow
Don't let
anyone
nobody
to
steal
steal
your
your life.
What's
She
going
said
on, Kelly?
life.
That's
Don't-
right. She said don't let nobody steal your life. That's deep.
That is deep, Rachel.
Yeah. What's our next topic?
Okay, so our next topic is, I can't talk to my husband without him losing it. So apparently this guy, he has
He's
an anger
irate. He got anger
issue.
issues.
We are about to lose our home. What do I do?
He
Wow.
doesn't like her. He may love her, but he don't like her anymore.
But I'm trying to figure out, how do he not know they're about to lose their home?
Well,
He hopes
he
that
could. He might
He
be the
hopes
type.
secretly.
I think it's old school.
Okay.
And
So they
when
do
you're
the
old
party.
school,
That's right.
as old schools, they were kind of, they go to work, bring the check home, and thought that it was a wife to make sure that the bills were paid, and they trusted that process. Whereas, me as being a different generation, I want to be inclusive. Let's sit down here. Let's have a plan of action together. Let's be very transparent so we both know what's up. In case something happened to me, I want you to be able to take care of everything, vice versa. And that's what happened a lot with our older generation. When something happened to the man, then shit was all messed up, because now nobody knows what's going on. You got a mother that she thought she knew some things, she don't. Or if she died, then he had problems.
Okay.
Because he was dependent on her. So I think that's the case, what was actually happening there.
Well, it's 2020.
Hey, Rachel said, where that $10 million dude at?
It is 2020.
Absolutely.
And at some point, you should know or have access to accounts to see that something is being paid or not paid.
Yeah.
Flat out.
I
Especially to
absolutely
get to
agree
the
with
point
that.
that
But
you
you have to
lose your
trust.
home.
Right.
And for her to not go to him, I don't care attitude or not,
Yeah.
you have to be able to share that unless something more is being.
Unless
Well, I
he's
mean,
giving her
listen.
money and she not using it to pay the bill.
Right. And that's probably
And
the
she don't
case that's
wanna share.
happening. One of the things that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I want to be the devil's advocate.
Yeah, okay.
He's paying bills somewhere else.
Okay. Okay.
So our audience member says that the guy is probably paying bills somewhere else.
Okay.
That could be, it could be a lot of
Happened to a
situations.
friend of mine.
Because he ready to go.
Oh, that happened?
Serious talk.
What
She
was the
giving
topic
him
now?
her
Where your
hard
mom at?
mortgage.
It was about not being able to talk to losing a home.
Right.
Because-
Credit cards off to get out of debt. And they were 6 months behind, but she was giving him $900 a month to take care of the mortgage. And he hadn't taken care of it in 6 months. A
Wow.
letter came and they got put out of their home in Grand Blanc. I remember that. It happened about 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
I've seen, I grew up in a home where my dad wasn't an effective communicator
Okay.
at all.
He just was
So
nutty with it.
my dad had a hard time really communicating, and when he was younger, he would result into no one really could talk to him because he would just argue and he would beat you and he would talk up so loud you couldn't hear him. So it came to a point where he's like, hey man, listen, we need to dial this down and be effective in our communication if we're going to make it as a family. So a lot of times people don't really understand what they're doing. They're just trying to do the best they can. And so what we have to do is we have to always think about how do we educate them? You know, because if this is what you're growing up and this is what you're seeing, because he's being effective because he's taking care of business. But he just has this problem that he figures as a man he needs to be in control, and when he's not, he results into being argumentative.
Okay.
And so we have to understand that what we're dealing with at all times. And once a family can figure out what the problem is, now there's a solution we can do.
So in the meantime, try to get it together and get a
You
moving
need
truck
it.
to move your shit out the house, because you just fucked up. you just screwed up. Yeah.
They're hit.
Now you have to learn. You learned a good lesson.
Right. Figure it out.
And guess what? In our community, that's usually what happens. We learn the hard way. We buy all our experience.
Yeah.
We do. And so, in buying our experience, we have to be able to convey the message to others so that they don't have to go through what we went through or, you know, what our parents went through. So, that's
Okay.
important.
So moving on.
Yes.
We were out on a guys' night. Am I on the right one?
If
Oh,
you
no.
read it, let me see.
My man and I have been together for 15 years. I
Okay.
need glasses. Okay. I never wanted to marry because my experience with my parents. He told me he was tired of people using my name, which is different from his. What do you say?
Man, that's 15 years and y'all been doing y'all thing, and now all of a sudden you got a problem with them calling her by her maiden name,
Ego.
or it's an ego thing, definitely, you know, and it needs to be stroked, you know. So
I mean, they've been in a relationship 15 years. Why is he just not concerned now?
well, you never can say it. You can't say that. It's about when you wake up. We all wake up one day, so you know it may just be now he woke up. I don't know. But the thing about it is they need to be able to fix this and make it work.
But after 15 years,
You think it's all right? Just stay the same.
Why is it a big deal now after 15 years?
Right.
I mean, I was in that same situation. I was with a guy for almost 15 years, but he didn't want to get married because of what his mom and dad went through. I mean, I understood that too, but we were still
that's what you're saying.
together, and he didn't have a problem with my last name not being his. So I don't know why it's a problem now after all those years.
Somebody probably in his head.
But it's just, and like I say, I'm always
Or she
I'm a
get
true
more
optimist.
attention, or-
But I look at it this way. You know, you can't never say when you're going to have that moment in life.
Okay.
I mean, well, 15 years, you can't put a number on it, you know. Some people could be 70 years old and guess what? Figure out, damn, okay, I need to be a man. Okay, it doesn't matter. That's nothing to do with it. His experience has led him right to this moment here, and this is what it is. I agree it's an ego, you know, because I wouldn't care what they, you know, call her Mr. Buckenworth, you know. That's cool. Because at the end of the day, I know what we doing and what we putting it down, you know.
Right.
And me personally, I wouldn't allow 15 months to go by. But, you know, that's another story for another day.
I'm gonna say this here.
Yes.
When we met,
Yeah.
I told her, "You got 2 years.
That's right, Eli.
If you don't marry me in 2 years, I'm gone."
That's right.
And I meant that.
That's right.
He didn't say that off the
I
bat.
did.
Let me
That's
say
it.
that.
They always got the story. And listen, it never fails.
He say, she say.
Right.
That's right.
That's what I told her.
But you got an expiration date, so
But
yeah,
there's
that's
a goal.
15 years ago.
He wanted a wife, right?
That's
he
right.
just didn't want a date.
Yeah.
And that's okay at the beginning. You let him know this is where, you know, you get on the bus or get off.
That's right.
But this is 15 years. But you're right. He may have just woke up
Right.
and
You
he's
know what I'm
like,
saying?
now I'm feeling
How many of us been
been
into some shit for a long time, and then you figure out, damn, even a person that's going to get a degree, they may be 50 years old and decide to go back to school. Oh no, you waited too long. Why are you going back to school? That doesn't make sense. You didn't do it when you was younger. That doesn't make sense, do it?
Right.
Anytime you feel that you can progress in life, you make your move. Yes, what would you say? Okay, she pointed.
who pointed at
No, she pointed at you, and I thought you had said something. My fault.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Why
Yes.
don't we? Okay. So we were out on a guys' night. A few of us suggested hitting a
What's
strip
going
club.
on, country?
I saw my neighbor's wife dancing on a pole. Her husband and I are cool. We went to high school together. Should I tell him?
No.
How do you know he don't know?
He get the ones at home.
She's bringing them musty ones
If
to the house.
If she's strapped, she give me that dance. That's why I'm up in here.
He already know. Don't waste that phone call.
Well,
I ain't
why is it
snitching.
up to, even if you're cool with them, why is it up to that person to share that information?
For one, you don't get involved.
Just because they went to high school together.
Yeah, right.
Me personally, when I would have seen her in there, I would have walked out. Because you know what, I wouldn't even want to be involved in that situation there. And I would have wanted her to witness that, hey, look, okay, he saw me and he left here. You know what I'm saying? I just, now that's just me. I don't mean, you know, that ain't made, somebody else may think differently. But once I identified that was my man's wife in there on that pole, I'm like, man, let me get on out of here because it's not a place I want to be. Now that's how I would have did it.
I'm gonna say this here. It depends on what his wife looks like.
Okay, so
You gonna wait till she leaves.
by clapping your hands, by the clap of hands, would you share the information with your friend that you seen the wife up on the pole? Clap your hands. Would you not share the information? Clap your hands.
And I'm getting out there.
You get a lap?
Yeah, that's why I'm in
Why don't
here.
get a lap
I'm
dance?
getting a lap
He ain't
dance.
wasting his gas going to the strip club.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I can't do it. I ain't gonna do it. We can move
Yolanda
on.
said, hell no, bro, stay in your lane.
That's right. You ain't got no business talking on that.
Okay, so the next one. I am in love with my wife, but she developed halitosis. We have tried many remedies to cure her bad breath, but it's turning me off. Any tips?
You know what
They
man?
got a new mouthwash called Breath 24 or something like that. I
New
seen
mouthwash.
it advertised at night.
A new mouthwash. She has
Gotta
it.
be fixed.
Right, there's a dental issue.
Or a stomach problem.
Just want to let y'all know, in it, he says she's been to 3 different people for this issue.
Keep trying.
They spending big money on this here.
Well, maybe it's some internal.
Yeah, I was saying
I don't know, but
something like that.
I know when I read this here, I thought like, damn.
Some of it did.
I don't even want her giving me no head. If she got that, I mean, I'll be like,
She got that thing.
you know what I'm saying? You be like, I'm good. You be like, I'm good.
You know, they have
We
these things
straight.
called masks now.
But
And even if she gave you head, you can't, you still got, you're going to smell your dick.
Hold on.
You're going to look down and say,
Hold on. If you got dick pride, hold on now. It's like, are you gonna let a dragon breath go down on you? You be like, oh man, I'm straight. So don't do that. Nah, you ain't gonna let no dragon. Don't just throw us under the bus because we mean it. Cause we do. Oh, no. All right, whoa. Hold on. I got penis pride. I do.
The majority of them.
I don't know. I'm not doing it. She got that bad breath.
That's
cut
what he go. What
off.
the fuck is that?
So when you fall out of love with her because she had bad breath, just make her gargle before.
She had one called Zach.
Zach.
Breath smells exactly like I had.
Hey, you can't talk no more.
Oh, listen. I want you women to when we talking about this, I want you to flip it and think about that guy like that. You're not finna deal with dude like this here. You gonna be like, hold on, I'm feeling
You know
you,
what?
but you know what?
Prime example.
I'm good.
Yeah, prime example. The other night,
Yeah.
we were at Moni's.
Uh-huh.
The young lady sitting at the table with us. Right?
I know you
The
Yeah.
guy came in and he sat down, he started talking to her, right? I'm sitting right there, I promise to God. She said, your breath smell like ass. She said, you don't have a chance with me. And I fell out laughing because I'm thinking she was playing.
Oh.
And I looked, and she was He got up and he left.
I know who you
Way to go!
We were
Way
there.
to go!
True story. That's a true story.
I know you talking about shit.
That was true.
That's what I'm
True story. Yeah, Tuesday night it happened.
Exactly, I know what you're talking about.
Tuesday it happened. But I want y'all. But hold on. I want the same attitude, women. When one of your fellow sisters has got this thing going. See, that's had the same attitude. Because I just seen the crowd here.
Yeah, Flint
I
guy
didn't even know the
just
wave
said-
existed. The wave just existed in our crowd.
Flint
That's
guy
how
just
good.
said, he said, yeah, because if a guy had it, you ain't gonna let him give you no face.
At all.
No face time.
You ain't trying to best with him at all. And I'm just telling you, if that
But he
woman
married
there,
to her.
but that's still you. I mean,
He's
that,
married.
I mean, he said.
hey, listen.
That ain't the
To
first
death,
time
he
this
said to
stuff
death do us part. Not breath do us part. Death and breath.
He didn't give a fuck.
It sound like. Hold on.
Death and breath.
Death and breath sound alike. They rhyme. I ain't messing with
You
you.
better look at that as a
Serious
couple
question.
years.
Yes.
Serious question.
Yes.
Is our breath smell like ass in the morning or all day?
That's what we
He's
need more
saying it.
information
Listen,
on.
dude say 24/7.
No mints. He don't make
He's
her
like,
have
listen.
a gargle.
He said tic tac don't work.
So she has some internal, she
Yes.
has some internal issues.
She-
She just
she-
ain't went to the right doctor.
Right.
Well, maybe for listen, he didn't say that now,
could get by
but I'm
with it.
sure that in his eyes, she the finest thing in the world. That's his woman. So I mean, in his eyes, she the finest thing in the world.
Ugly in that
I don't think they would have gotten that far.
Yeah, they did a line that said breath is death. Okay, we got some juicy questions we need to get to, so we're gonna keep this moving.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna keep this moving.
That's
Oh
right.
my goodness. All right, so okay, we got the halitosis.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
bad boy.
so should I put up with my husband's side chick? I am not able to sexually satisfy him. Therefore, I allowed him to maintain a sexual relationship with another woman. Everything was cool because he was taking care of everything. He even gave her an allowance of $5,000 a month. But the problem is she never knew who the side chick was. So she just learned the identity, and the side chick is one of her relatives.
Ooh.
Keep it in family.
Ooh.
So what should she do? What should she do?
Breast milk is-
She opened up the gate. Ain't no need to close it now. You open the gate.
The horse they got out the barn.
He got the barn.
He was giving her that much money because he already knew who it was. So he was just pacifying her. So now she know who it is. She needs to up that ante. I mean, she can't do it no way but get that money. Cause you done that, but
The problem is you allowed for him to stick somewhere and you didn't identify where it was going.
Right. Because it's obvious that
Yeah.
even if she can't sexually do nothing, I don't think it's nothing wrong with her mouth and hand.
That's right.
Facts.
Okay,
That's
but I'm sorry. The way I was thinking of it was maybe there was a specific thing that he liked to do that she didn't want to do.
Well,
That's the way I was thinking of it.
I
Not
don't
that she
think
can't
no-
have sex at all.
No,
or
she
that
can't have
another-
sex.
I
I
don't
just
think
didn't
no
want to
man
disclose
gonna
that
turn
why
down
she
no
couldn't
But
have
she,
sex.
okay, but you know for facts that's what's
You're
wrong.
right. She can't have sex
Okay.
She can't have
through her vagina. There's no sex there.
And
But
like
then
you
where
said,
you at?
Ain't nothing wrong with your mouth.
What's wrong with your
Okay,
throat?
then yeah.
You got a throat.
He might have got a mule on it.
Hey, Liddell said that's a lot of bread. I don't know now.
I'm saying, you gotta
Lynn
Listen,
said divorce him.
Give me another 2,500.
Yolanda said whip his ass.
Oh my
I
God.
like your cousin. She is aggressive.
Lick
She is
his ass.
aggressive. She's like,
Something wrong with that picture.
take care of that shit.
Hold
Don't
on.
lick my ass.
Cuz you didn't let. She told him he could have a side piece. He just got
She
one
knew,
that's in the
she
family.
knew about the side piece.
Right.
So why did he go in the family? Did he not know that was her relative, or did
Probably
he
didn't
know?
know at first.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. All I know is that he probably figured that shoot, it's in the family. I might well keep her. Cousin.
This
here.
ain't cousin wives or sister wives.
Well, you never know.
They might have already been down that road all straight.
I don't know.
And he just didn't close the gate.
I just know that in life, when you start something, be careful.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the way you start is how you got to finish.
But she was led by money in the first place.
There it
Right.
is.
She been
She
telling
was
us to keep
led
on
by
taking
money and not love, so just keep getting the money.
Right.
You accepted
Well,
it.
and I do agree with keep
Because
getting
she
the
wouldn't-
money, but I don't know if that's how it started. I don't
But
know.
she noted-
Maybe he felt like such an ass that he figured
But she
that I got to give her
accepted
that.
it. But she accepted it. She accepted it,
then
and this
she
was her
said
the
you can
agreement.
have one.
It was an agreement that was made. It was
Right.
pretty much a contract.
It's
I
very
give you
seldom
this
do women turn
$5,000,
anything down.
and you allow me to go ahead and do this.
A woman that she, very seldom she may not even marry except that ring.
$5,000, she taking that.
Seriously. It's a woman like you can propose to a woman and she ain't got no, well shit, that motherfucker rock, I like it, but I ain't gonna marry him. And they do it a lot. It ain't like she said, oh, well, I don't want the ring. You can have that back.
You better figure it out.
Right.
Well, she already married him. They already accepted that.
No,
She's-
no,
oh,
I was
you
just,
want-
there was
okay.
a question that
Okay.
dropped in and I wanted to make sure I addressed that there.
So, do you keep the money?
If I was that woman, I would say, listen, Charles, I'm just making up a name. His name is not Charles. But I would say, Charles, listen, you need to find you another side piece. Don't do it to like that to my family. Respect me. Well, you got to cut this off here because I'm gonna up this to $10,000 or I'm gonna take your ass.
Well,
to
there
court.
is a possibility she can go back and say, look, I'm going to keep receiving this $5,000.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to get you a new side piece.
Okay, but I'm saying I'm willing to negotiate. It's just like sometimes you got to come real. Like, look, don't embarrass me in the family. Everybody ain't got to know our business. But if you doing something with somebody that but if you doing it with the family member, of course they saying something. And now you got me looking like a fool around people because of family.
And they might not even know.
But sidekicks always talk.
They might not even know.
They
Lynn
do.
says-
They go a side piece telling the girl.
So
listen,
Lynn
that
says
ain't-
she
a
is
fool. I got 'em.
insecure to allow her spouse to commit adultery. And then Yolanda said the family member knew that this is my fucking husband. Your ass is mine.
Oh, cuz don't do that.
Y'all open the gate.
Cuz you make it. Everybody already know we rough riders. Cuz they know we rough riders. Could you act uncivil?
You ain't giving no stipulations.
Nah.
And I ain't letting know she got good head.
Hey, and Lynn said, where's the love for?
Yolanda said, I'm keeping the damn money.
That's right. And I wish you would not give me that money. It's bad. Yeah, he could
That's
lose
just
a body
horrible-
part
that's
messing
just a
with
bad
some
situation.
people. He
Oh,
be
my
ended up,
goodness.
but they both can't have sex
Well, I've
with
been in
messing
this
with her.
situation a little bit, but
Okay, so our next one.
Here's our next topic.
I am a 45-year-old single black woman with no children. I have been dating 3 wonderful men almost 3 years. They all know about one another.
If she's
Now-
a man, she'd be classified a whore.
Now, no, because she's telling them the truth.
Well,
Now
we
it's
still be
now
classified.
it's beginning to get out of control. I am being asked to choose one of them.
She player.
But she is not ready to be married until she's 50, so she has
5
more
years of play.
She playing.
So she played 8 years. That's almost 24 years combined with 3 different men. That would be 24 years of being hit by 3 different men. I don't want you.
Your shit blew out.
I'm good.
But they want her.
Just like
Obviously, they want her. She got 3 right. She got 3 trying to marry her.
Good shit or
you know,
something.
I'm gonna say
Hey, this some
What they
fucking.
say, she got that.
This some sucker.
Yeah.
Hey,
Come on,
them sucker free.
Hey, now hold on. Now Lynn, look at Lynn
She's
now.
a bad bitch.
Now all of a sudden, you don't love the, and now all of a sudden she got married.
Is one of the men from the story before? No, this is a whole different story. She got her groove
That's
on
right, Rick.
dance song.
Them
Rick
dudes,
That's
man,
right.
shit-
It's out of control here.
Hey, they got them on.
I just want the audience to know
Why do some of the
that
guys
you
think
can't
it's
get.
a why do some of the guys think it's a problem? Because she is being upfront and honest with all individuals involved.
She a player.
And they all know.
Them some suckers.
Why do they have to be suckers?
It's 3 of them. They know about it. They suckers.
I'm not gonna even say whatever she got. She's working with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'm not no hater at all. I don't hate on nobody on how they do and what they got going.
Hey, them niggas don't
All I'm saying is, sister, is that you might have to get rid of them 3 and find you a new 3 to finish.
So, hold on, this Flint guy, he said, ain't nobody gonna wait to marry no woman that fucking old and can't have no kids or shit. No, she needs to start teaching classes. Lynn said.
Right.
Flint
Now,
guy,
me personally, she a little too
aggressive
old for
anger
me. That's a little too old for. That's a little too old for me. I don't. Yeah, at 50, I ain't trying to be messing with no 50-year-old woman.
She got the snapback or something.
No, she got they suckers because they sitting in the house, all 3 together with her, and they waiting each other out. I ain't gonna do that.
Hey, now the way he described it, I have to agree that's a little suckerish. If they're sitting at the house waiting on this woman to make a decision and hoping that my phone rings,
whoever stays,
right, so that she can call me. If they waiting on this call for a date tonight, because she might be with Carl or Luke. I don't know.
Hold up, but let's flip this situation, because if it was male and it was 3 females, what would the situation be then?
Player, just like
and y'all be high five.
I would still have a problem. I would have a problem because of this here. Let them get a chance to make a move on their life. Don't hold nobody up. That's where I'm at. No, I'm just saying, as a man, if I'm in that position, I'm not gonna hold 3 lives up. I'm gonna say, hey, look, you know what? This is fun, but you need to go on and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, I ain't gonna do nothing to 50, and when I turn 50, you probably gonna be, too old to really start a family.
But Johnell, I want to stay because you got that whip. We want to stay. That's your mom.
Hello.
Speechless. Have y'all ever seen him speechless?
It's not just that. It's like, after talking halitosis and I felt a breath that was good, I'm like, well, shit, let me think about this. Right? Maybe. See the one.
What they said? Somebody said, right, AB. And then Lynn said, women can do the same as a man, but the man can't accept a woman with more than one partner. That is something.
Well,
that ain't true with me. I'm a different breed.
You ain't met the right woman then.
Well,
it is.
They ain't met the right woman.
Hold up, and we only know because Mondo don't get sex on what? Saturday. Mondo doesn't get sex on Saturday.
This woman don't want to give a none on Saturday because she got to go to church on Sunday, and she need her mind focused on the Lord.
So Mondo doesn't get sex on Saturday.
No, I'm getting sex on Saturday. It ain't from her.
He gonna get sex on Saturday,
but not
from his woman.
I smoke some weed, got some drink with me.
Hey, girl says she gonna need some snapback on that cat. She wearing it out.
Oh, Saturday night, I get a Sunday night, but
that's to a topic.
But I don't want to wait like that. I ain't really waiting. I come home fucked up, nigga. I'm ready to be some good stuff. And for real.
Yeah.
So,
well, that is something. So we got through there, and like I said, that's just the way I feel, But listen, I don't hate on nobody. If that young lady can put her thing down, thank you. If she can put her thing down, I'm okay with her.
Enjoy yourself.
Y'all like that, don't you? Y'all like this.
And not every woman wants to have children either. So when somebody said they don't want an old woman because they can't have children, she probably don't want children.
Well, this is what I believe that in some cases, but I talk with, and even the women that I have to deal with that don't have children, they go through a hard period. It's from my experience, because the fact that they always feel like it's something that was missing in life.
Uh-huh.
You know, even when I talk with men, when you're a man and you're 50 and 60 years old and you haven't established children in this world, there's something that it's absence. There's something to that, you know. And if we just study history at the beginning of time, you know, that's what we look for, you know what I'm saying, to produce. And so that could be, even when we talk about breast cancer, when a woman, something's taken away, she feels a certain kind of way about that. And so we can't get around that. That's real. And so how to deal with it, I think, is what the conversation needs to be. How do we deal with a person that's been around and they haven't had a child or with that relationship? So I think that's it. And I think that you do a wonderful job in being able to educate and stimulate and help people find that answer.
Great job. Good show. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Great job. You did good this week, Johnell.
We got a full house.
Well, I had a full house. And you've been in the news and stuff. I just want to say I am so happy to be your co-host.
Oh, well, I am
You
so
getting it
happy
in.
that
You
you
on
are
your
my
right.
co-host and
Yes.
that you're putting down some remarkable things, and I've learned so much from you.
All right.
I've learned so much.
And
One of the things I learned about you is that if you got a big head, you are smart.
Yes. Toast.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on
See you in Atlanta. See you in Atlanta on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be on Saturday.
Saturday.
No,
Yes.